In this video, I'm going to give you directions for handout number 4. In this handout, we're going to try to answer the question of how the unemployment rate in the U.S. has changed over time. So the first step is to go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics by visiting www.bls.gov, which is what I've typed into the search bar at the top here. This brings me to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and from here I'm going to go down to this black bar here and select Data Tools. Once I've selected Data Tools, I'm going to come over to this gray box that's headed by On This Page, and I'm going to select Unemployment. And that brings me to a part of the page that specifically deals with unemployment databases. I'm going to select from this first database, which is Labor Force Statistics, including the National Unemployment Rate and the Current Population Survey. And I'm going to come over and select this green icon here that says One Screen Data Search. Takes a second, and now it brings me to a lot of different choices. For the most part, I'm going to leave these choices as they are, though you are welcome to play around and see what other databases you have access to or what other information you have access to regarding the unemployment rate. But I am going to scroll down just a bit and focus on numbers 7, 8, and 9. From number 7, I am going to select unemployment rate. So that's the very last one down here. From seasonal, I am going to unselect Not Seasonally Adjusted. This just adjusts for changes in the unemployment rate that may simply just be a result of a change in season. So say companies are employing more workers in the summer for maybe Home Depot is hiring more people during the summers, and we don't want to, if that's a trend, we don't want to include that in any analyses that we do. So we're going to unclick Not Seasonally Adjusted and just have Seasonally Adjusted selected. Then I'm going to come down, and in terms of how frequent my data is, I'm going to select monthly. Once I have all this selected, I'm going to come down to the bottom left and click this blue button that says Add to Selection. And then I'm going to come over to the right and select this blue button that says Get Data. Okay, so now I'm sitting in front of, I'm going to make that a little bit bigger, I'm sitting in front of a table. I want to, however, change some of the things on this page. I want to get a longer series, and I want to include a graph. So what I'm going to do is come over here to the top center, and in the From Date, in the drop-down menu, I'm going to come all the way to the top and select the very earliest date that I can, which is 1948, which is pretty impressive. Then I'm going to come down and select Include Graphs. I want the BLS to just automatically graph this data for me. And then I'm going to come over to this small blue icon, circle icon that says Go, and click it. And now I'm in front of a new data series. I have data from 1948 all the way to 2018. I can see that information graphed, and what's the y-axis here is the unemployment rate. On the x-axis, I have years. It appears as years, but each data point actually corresponds to a month within that year. And then if I scroll down just a bit more, I have all of the unemployment rates for each month between 1948 and 2018. So I'm going to ask you to print this and turn it in with your problem set, and you can print it by simply just pressing Control and P at the same time on your keyboard. And when you do this, you'll be brought to a page where you can print what you see. If you are having problems printing, then please contact me before the problem set is due.